So today on things you didn't need but I'm giving you, this is a partially a revisit to something I did before. A while back, I did a tier list. Well, I did a sorter based on character height, and it was based on nothing but my own discretion. And we had some interesting characters. The top 10 made enough sense. They were all, Sario and Kongra. They're 20 feet tall. And characters like Mei Ling and Cho and Yukari and Ron are all pretty tall as well. However, for some reason, at the bottom of the tier list, Takane was the shortest character in the entire series, somehow shorter than Shin Myomaru, who was an inchling. I don't know how that happened, but, well, that's how it happened. So this time we have a lovely assistance. I'm going to be using AI. I know. Fun AI. And the reason for this is because yesterday I got into like a 10-minute debate with this thing, trying to get it to tell me what Chirno's height is. And after finessing my way through this shit, I got it to give me a height of 3'5" for Chirno. So I thought, okay, let's do that for every character, and let's make a tier list based on what ChatGPT thinks characters are in terms of height. Now, obviously, I'm going to be leading the conversation with this thing, so we'll see how much variance there actually is. But it's not like this is meant to be taken seriously. I just kind of want to see what I can get this thing to do, because it's, based on informations that we have and real-world informations we can give it. We'll see exactly how it goes. All right, so here's your screen. All right. Okay, let's play the music. So chat, we got, don't worry about, I'll name these as I need be, but we have Chat GBT, Chat CBT. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna ask this thing is, how many free messages do I have hourly? I don't have access to real-time information. How do you not have access to that information? Like, what? I'm talking about you. I got rate limited last time. I hit my hourly messages allowed, which is like, okay. That's a bad response. What's the issue with this response? How the hell does ChatGPT not know how many messages a free user has hourly? This isn't helpful. Submit feedback. Neither answer is better. I'm complaining to the state. Alright? You want me to click this button? No. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna ask you some questions about Touhou. But first, I need you to tell me the average height of Japanese women in the 1990s. The average height of Japanese women in the 1990s was approximately 158 centimeters, 5'2". However, sentinel averages can vary. Yeah. No shit, idiot. If there's a significant change or updates instead, I recommend checking more recent sources of information. Okay, so 5'2" is the average from 20 years ago, right? and the average from about 100 years ago was about 4'7". Okay, so there you go. Okay, please remember this average as well as the average height of Japanese. I spelled Japanese wrong. No, I didn't. I just didn't capitalize it. Women. I spelled women wrong. From the 1880s. Move my mic over a little bit. Historical data might be less accurate. Okay, then just assume the average height of women from back then is 4'7". Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, chat. So now we begin, okay? Now that you have these numbers, can you give me an approximate, good spelling, approximate height of Hakure Reimu from Touhou project based on the based. Hold on. Okay, let's keep it simple. Okay. Not explicitly stated, tends to leave certain details open-ended. Fan estimations statistics vary. You might find depictions varying in heights. Be like widely accepted. It's common. Fans portray her as being of average or slightly below average height, which could align with the assumed average. So, okay. Keep in mind this is speculative. So, portray her as average or slightly below average. Okay, so you think Reimu is between 5'2" and what, like 4'7"? Given the assumed average height of Japanese women in the 1990s, yeah. She will fall in this range. Therefore, it's plausible to see artistic depictions of Reimu with height ranging from below average to average, possibly falling between. Keep in mind approximations. Okay. Alright. So, give me a height between those numbers that could fit Reimu. 5 feet. 5 feet. Reimu is 5 feet. 152 centimeters. We did it. We did it. What do you think, chat? Believable? 5 feet? Okay. So let's do one more. Okay. So Reimu is 5 feet. How tall would she stand next to someone who is 5'11"? 11 convert to the feet. Yeah, I know that. But where would Reimu's head end up aligned with someone who is 5'11"? She stands next to and the chest or shoulder level of the taller person. Okay, chat. So there you go. I'm a whole head taller than Reimu. Thank you, Monjay, for the resub. Given her diet, she's probably shorter than the average of that time. 5 feet seems... I'd say 5 feet's not too bad. Alright. Name? 5 foot. There you go. What? That's not what I typed, idiot. I typed this. 5 foot 0 inches. There you go. Oh, that's so ugly looking. Alright, Reimu. I'm not listening to USA. No USA, no USA, no USA, no USA. Oh, I like this song. Five foot 0 inches. Okay, chat, we did it. We got a Reimu. Alright. Alright, so now let's give Marissa a height. You might assume a height of 5 foot as well. No, Marissa is definitely not 5 foot. I can't spell. She is definitely not 5 foot. Please refer to every written work. Has there been any official height information? Details about character heights are left open-ended. Chat, I need your help on this. I need your help with this. What panel is it that like shows her to be super short? Can it process images? Send message. I don't think so. I ain't paying for it. No, I'm not paying for it. Okay. Zun has stated that Marissa is fairly short, so she cannot be 5 foot. A reasonable adjust assumed height accordingly. In that case, you might consider a height for Marissa below the average height. Perhaps around 4'10" could align with the idea of her being fairly short. 4'10"? 4'10", chat? There's 3'6"? Based on what? Based on what, exactly? Manga? Okay. The only way to measure that is to have a proper... The only way to have a proper height check is if to have another object she's standing next to that you know the height of. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Here you go, chat. But, like, what is this based on? What is this based on exactly? The chair? How tall is the chair? Did you take a ruler to it? Why is Renosuke 195 centimeters? 130 centimeters. She's smaller than Kozusu. Is that... 195 centimeters is fucking big, but that... It's like taller than Kiryu, isn't it? Wow, Okay. All right. I have gathered from totally reliable sources that Marissa is 130 centimeters. What do you think? That's great. That's 4'3". Would indeed be fairly short, and it aligns with his own statement about Marissa being of a shorter stature. Keep in mind that the official character details can be scarce. "130 is fairy height." Well, yesterday it told me that Chirno was 3'5". So, you know. Think about Makoto Hirasawa's work. How the fairies are in that one. They're so small. They're like itty bitty, and his art style makes them all squishy anyway. Like, you ever see that page in Sengetsu where they're like showing Reimu and Marissa their house, and they're like half the size of them in the house? They're so small. All right. So, between 130 centimeters and 148 centimeters. Oh. What makes the most sense for Marissa? Seems the height of around 130 centimeters would align better with the idea of Marissa being fairly short. An 8-year-old is supposed to be about 4 foot according to Google. Is that too old as a comparison to a fairy? Well, I don't know. Fairies are childlike, right? They're very childlike in appearance and behavior. So, of course, they're on the smaller end. And, you know, taller characters are pretty short for the most part anyway. Alright, chat. Are we good with 130 centimeters? Anyone have any complaints with that? 4'3"? Have we got her? Have we solved the mystery? Alright. Four foot 3 inches. Okay. Do we want to do Reimu and Marissa? Probably not, right? Alice is fairly tall, Sakuya is tall, and Patch is fairly short. Okay, keep that information in mind. We have to feed the bot all the information we have about character heights as we can to get the most accurate out of it. Well, accurate. Come on now. What are you saying, streamer? Are you a dumbass? Okay. Alright. Let me ask. Do you think the heights for Reimu and Marissa would be the same for their PC98 versions? In many cases, similar heights of characters across different versions. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. I don't see why Reimu would be shorter or taller, or Marissa would be shorter or taller, right? So, yeah, fuck it. Keep them the same height. That was enough. Okay. Do you have any idea who Shingyoku is? Yeah, PC98 boss, highly responsive to prayers. No, 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 no. Let's all go home together. Unique character because it has two distinct forms, each is on a set of attacks. First form is the East form, which is more mechanical in appearance. Second is the West form, which is more organic and mystical. What? No, it's not. Shingyoku represents the dualism of Eastern philosophy, with the two forms symbolizing opposing forces. What? Says who? They can read a wiki article? No, there's literally no information on this character. It's spouting bullshit. Shingyoku has literally no lore to them at all. You are correct. That's right. I am correct. Those characters are not characters. That's right. I'm correct. So, what do you think about how tall they are? There's a lack of specific animation and information. Yeah. Do you think the male version is taller than the female version? Being a genderless and dual form entity represents Eastern dualism, doesn't adhere to typical gender traits or height differences. I just told you there is no lore to this character. Stop talking about Eastern dualism. Stop talking about this. Any perceived height differences might be related to design aesthetics. Gender norms. Okay, so guys are often taller than women, right? Yes, this is a generalization. Yes, and on average, it's true. So, Shingyoku, male, would be taller than Shingyoku, female. Given the creative and speculative natures, one would imagine a male as being taller would be reasonable and creative. Okay. Of course, remember that Shingyoku's a character lacks most details about gender or height. Doesn't like any details about gender. It's a guy, it's a girl, and it's a fucking ball. All right, like that is it. There's three things there. Why is it we call them Shingyoku? Because that's just the way you can pronounce it. There are some ways you can say things. You know the word kyo, K-Y-O-U. You could actually spell it kyo, K-Y-O, with a line over the top of it, because the accent on it makes the pronunciation different. You know Pokemon? How Pokemon has the accented E, so you pronounce it a certain way? That's like that. Did you know Kaezuka and Onoduka, they have like silent D's in their name that you don't pronounce? You know Tei's name? Her name is spelled with a W, but you don't pronounce it, so it's Tei. Hinanai is the same way. You don't call her Hinanawi, you call her Hinanai. I do like calling her Tui. Tui. Because that was what I thought her name was. And then I learned that you don't pronounce the W, so she only has one actual, like, syllable in her name. It is just Tei, even though it is spelled T-E-W-I. It's like silent letters. But yeah, Kaezuka is interesting, because that's Touhou 9, but it's like, there's a D in there, but you don't pronounce it. It's like silent. So it's just Kaezuka. And Onoduka, which is Onozuka, which is Komachi's name. But so you can put a D in there. Put a D in there. What? Alright. So, oh, whoops. So, how much of a difference in height of the average man and woman, Japanese, is there? Japanese men are generally around. The average height difference between them is around 12 to 14 centimeters. Okay. Alright. So what is the average... What is the average height for Japanese men right now? 5'7". Okay. So we have 5'7". So Shingyoku male is 5'7", and Shingyoku female is... Chat, was it 5'2" or 5'3" for average female height? It was 5'2". Based on averages, huh? Average height, Japanese women average should align with average values. Okay, now let's do their average heights again, but subtract about 50 or so years. That's died by 50 years to factors depends on nutrition, health, living conditions. Shingyoku male might be around 5'6", and Shingyoku female might be around 5'1". 5'6" and 5'1". What was Rainbow? Rainbow was 5 foot on the dot. They lost 1 inch. Yeah, and that matters. Come on now. So chat, what do you think? So that means Shingyoku female is a little bit taller than Reimu, and Shingyoku male is like a pretty average dude, shorter than me. He doesn't really feel like a tall guy. He only feels tall, I think, because of his hat, right? Do you think that sounds good? Any complaints? Anybody want to add any more information before we move on? Or are we all okay with that? Alright. Alright, we're cool with that. So new category. 5'7" inches. Alright. How do I move columns? There we go. And 5'1" inch. Alright. We go by Sprite, Shingoku's like 8 feet tall. Brother, if we go by Sprite, Sariel is like 20 feet tall. And she was already number 1 in the height sorter before. Don't worry. We're gonna get there. But next is Yugen Magan. So, what do you know about Yugen Magan? Introduced to become... It's possible the character was introduced or became more prominent in the Touhou series after my last update. If Yugen Magan is a character from later Touhou games or related media, I recommend... You don't have any information on Yugen Magan. Did I spell it wrong? I think I did. Wait. It's Yugen Magan, right? Yeah. 1 word. He doesn't know Yugen Magan. He doesn't know Yugen Magan. Okay, Yugen Magan is a boss in Touhou 1, and he's... I guess it's eyeballs. 5 eyeballs and there's like a silhouette. That's not how you spell silhouette. Of a girl in the electricity that connects the eyes. Okay. Piece of Touhou games are often more abstract, and the background story is not as developed in the later series. That's correct. Featuring multiple eyes and the silhouette of a girl, electricity connecting them. Reflects the unique creative style and characteristics in its early works. I agree with that, actually. Even if you are just feeding me the shit I fed you. Mid-boss encountered in stage 2. Yeah, that's correct. Technically. Technically, that's correct. Not really. Like, I can't say that's entirely wrong. I can't say that's entirely wrong. Okay, so how big do you think each eyeball would be? The size of each eyeball, large depending on creative interpretation or the artistic style you're considering. How many giant eyeball bosses in video games are you aware of? There are numerous examples. Goma, Metroid, Earthbound, Final Fantasy, The Beholder, Dark Souls, Gwendolyn, Cuphead, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is a boss who appears as a humanoid figure with a snake-like lower body and a central eye. What? Pretty sure that's when he's getting eaten. But even then, it's not right. Okay, so how big are those eyeballs generally compared to the protagonist's height? Very, very wildly. What? They're big, right? Right, they're big, right? Okay, so let's assume that one Yugen Magan eyeball is bigger than Reimu. How big would that be? If we assume Reimu's height to be around 5 feet, then one Yugen Magan eyeball might be estimated to be around 15 feet tall. Oh my god. Whoa. You know what, chat? Is that even like... Is that even out of the realm of possibility? Like, that kind of makes sense. Like, think about the boss fight in the game and how big those fuckers are, right? If it's actually like a giant monster, then 15 feet for one eyeball is pretty legit. I kind of like that answer. I'm gonna keep it. I like that answer. Add tier. 15 feet. Lamau. Okay. I like that answer. How big is the silhouette? Okay, let's add. Hold on. Okay. So, given Yugen Magan's height, or, well, size, and that they are in a rather flat star formation, what would you say is a good distance between the eyes? Ooh, we had to think about that for a second. Magan's flat star multicelestial just says, abstract striking information. Like a moderate distance between the eyes, maintaining a balance between cohesion and distinctiveness. Regular stretching so distance between the eyes is roughly equal to the height of one eyeball. If one is 15 feet, the distance between adjacent eyeballs might also be 15 feet. Okay. So so one eyeball is 15 feet, and then 15 feet away you have another eyeball, and then 15 feet away you have another eyeball. So remember, it's supposed to make a star formation with the girl in the center, right? So, assuming 15 feet on the top one, 15 feet on the side one. So that means the distance between the top one and the bottom one was 30 feet, right? So that would mean the silhouette of the girl would be 30 feet tall, right? Is our math checking out? Is our math checking out? We have a 30-foot silhouette of a woman. Is that correct? I don't actually think they're at a star formation. I'm pretty sure they're just lined up in like a zigzag. But like they create that formation, you know? Is it also just 15? Okay, think about a star, right? Does the point from the top of the star to the left of the star the same distance as the top of the star to the bottom left of the star? Is that the same distance? Or is that twice as long? I'm asking seriously. Like, or is the distance between the each individual point the same, right? Because the distance between the left and the right part of the star is obviously not going to be the same as the distance between the points of up and down, right? So I'm trying to figure out the distance between the top and the bottom points, because that makes up the height of the girl, right? And so 15, 15, 15, so 30. So that means the girl silhouette is 30 feet, right? 30 feet in height, based on that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Oh, we're okay with that answer then? The girl is 30 feet. Okay. Very important information. Not really, but it's cool. Where does it not make sense? What? You gotta explain yourself. Think about it. 15 feet, giant eyeballs. That makes sense to me. I don't think it'd be exactly 30. Well, obviously we can't be exact, but generalization, you know, come on. Look what we're using, man. You gotta give us some leeway. 15 feet. But doesn't the idea of Yuga Magan being 15 feet, like, isn't that awesome? It's 15 for just one eyeball. Yeah, it's 5 15-foot eyeballs. That's what's awesome about it. Can you imagine that as an enemy? That's a fucking boss right there. Like, that is a boss. At 5 giant eyeballs. You know that monster in Legend of Zelda? The one that's in the boss in Link to the Past at the second Dark World Temple? That's basically that, right? Isn't that also like a 15-foot fucking giant eyeball? It's the shittiest hitbox ever? Yeah, because the hitbox is the eye, not like the ball around it. That is true. But that's Touhou, right? Rainbow could be 15 feet, and her hitbox would just be her belly button. The image from the wiki of the silhouette seems to be the same size as the eyeball. So the silhouette is the same size as one eyeball. But the silhouette appear... Oh, you know what? Maybe... Okay, think of it like this. So the silhouette appears in the middle, but it's not like it starts at the bottom of the eyeball and ends at the top of the next eyeball. Imagine the silhouette only forms within the center, within the 15 feet, and the rest of it is just the electricity flying around it. So, the greater web of electricity is there, but the silhouette itself is only visible in the direct center, hence 15 feet. Does that work? Is that a good explanation? That's a big lady. But guess what? Sariel and Congadar are also big ladies. They're massive ladies. Sounds good? Alright. Now that we've all come to a consensus, let's move on. Mima. Oh, God. Alright. Tell me what you know about Mima. Mima is a character. She appeared in highly responsive prayers. Key points. Initial game serves the main antagonist and the final boss of the game. It's not true. Nope. Abilities. Mima's picked as a ghostly figure with flowing purple hair. No. And distinctive purple and white outfit. Who are you talking about? She is known for a powerful and challenging boss battle. So, her abilities often involve these spiritual supernatural attacks. Mima continues to be a notable character in the Touhou series of notable games, but she made an appearance in Windows era Touhou games. Her role is seriously diminished over time. Cultural significance. Mima remains popular among Touhou fans and characters despite various fan works. Okay. Mima is not the final boss of Touhou 1. She has green hair and a blue and white-ish outfit. In Touhou 1, the final boss is actually Shinki, a character who has a multicolored appearance and is known for abilities related to Makai, a demon realm. Mima does appear as a boss in the game earlier in the game, not the ultimate adversary. Shinki is the stage 6 boss in Mystic Square, not highly responsive to prayers. Yes. Final boss is not Mima or Shinki, but rather a character named Mima's Devil. What? What? What do you mean Mima's Devil? Who's Mima's Devil? Who is Mima's Devil? Mima's Devil is the final boss of the game. The character is not a separate entity from Mima, but rather a form or manifestation associated with Mima herself. Mima's Devil is confronted by the player character Reimu Haku in the final stage of the game. Mima's Devil involves avoiding various projectiles and attacks as players attempt to defeat a formidable boss. Mima's Devil is not real, buddy. Where did you even get that? Okay. There's no Mima's Devil. Chat, who's Mima's Devil? Alright, back to it. Anyways. Mima doesn't have legs. How tall is Mima? My last knowledge, there's no official information. Yeah, fair interpretations vary. I can't meme size. Update, new information's released since update. Okay. You understand at this point that I'm asking you for a reason. It's not on these sources. Okay, Mima is clearly taller than Reimu and Marissa. So how tall do you think she be? Given Mima is depicted as powerful and opposing character and tall, this is true, and consider she appeared taller than Reimu Marissa in various artworks. It's reasonable to speculate that Mima could be taller than the average height of other characters. The average height of Japanese women, and The average height of Japanese women is around 5 foot. No, it's not. That's Rainbow's height. And Rainbow and Marissa are depicted around this height. Marissa's not. Mima might be imagined to be tall. You create interpret Mima's height examples 5'6", giving her the more commanding presence comparison to others. So 1 inch shorter than male Sengyoku. What do you think, chat? That doesn't seem too bad. Because that's still taller than Rainbow Marissa. It's not like taller than a male. Like, it's hard for a female character to be taller than a guy. So, I think that's pretty good though. Like, that seems pretty accurate to me. I can buy it. I can buy the idea of her being tall and imposing, but at the same time, she's not like super tall. But the thing is, all the characters in Touhou we know are girls. So they like the tall girls look tall because there's no guys for them to stand next to, right? She doesn't even have legs. Yeah, I know, but but her ghost tail is basically the same length as her legs would be, right? So honestly, she's probably shorter with the ghost tail. So if she had legs, she'd be like taller. Okay, I can get behind 5'6" with her ghost tail, but what if she had human legs? Would she be a bit taller? If you're imagining Mima with human legs, it'd be reasonable to assume she might be a little taller. Additionally, human legs would consider overall height, especially the length of the legs. Height of 5'6" could be the baseline. And with the inclusion of human legs, you might consider a slightly taller height, perhaps 5'8". 5'8" with leg. Well, chat, what do you think? Which one do we like? Do we like 5'6" ghost Mima, or do we like 5'8" human Mima? Because Mima's never shown with leg, but I do feel like if Mima just stood up, like, she would probably be taller because she always floats, so it's kind of weird to gauge. Because remember, the tip of her ghost tail curls, right? But if she had human legs, it wouldn't really work like that. But 5'8" ghost Mima is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I can dig that. What are we feeling, chat? What are we feeling? 5'6", 5'8", and we have to think about Mima's devil as well. How does Mima's devil play into all this? I kind of like 5'6". 5'8" is not bad though. I do think 5'6" makes more sense. I do think 5'6" works better for the character. So she's taller than the protagonist, of course, but she's still, you know, not that tall. All right, let's get it in there. $5 foot 6 inches. Alright, Mima. Ooh, Ellie. Okay. Tell me about Ellie from Touhou Project. There isn't a character named Elise in the Touhou Project. So you know who Sengoku is, but you don't know who Elise is. How did it know Sengoku then? Elise is a boss in Touhou 1. She is the third boss you fight on the Makai route. Alright. From the age of the game and the limited information provided in early Touhou titles. Okay. So how tall? do you think she be? Consider speculative height, you might use the average height. The average height is around 5. Continue fantations vary. Imagine height based on your creative preferences. It's not an answer. It's not a good answer. Okay, Elise is a demon. What kind? I don't know, but let's assume she's a cool demon. So how tall would that make her? Assuming Elise is a demon with a cool and imposing presence, you might want to consider a height that enhances her commanding demeanor. She's a supernatural being with creative freedom. Consider a range of 5'8" to 6 feet. Oh my god! Alright, I made a mistake. Scratch that. Not a cool demon. More like a cutesy, ditzy, tee-hee kinda demon. If you're envisioning Ellie as a cutesy and ditzy demon, a more playful personality, you might consider the height aligns more petite and adorable appearance. In this case, a height close to the average or even slightly shorter can convey a sense of cuteness and charm. For example, you might imagine Ellie being at 5'2" or similar height. Let's give her a more diminutive stature that complements the cutesy and ditzy characteristics you described. 5'2", closer to the average or slightly shorter. So what would be slightly shorter than the average here? 5 foot, 4'10". 4'10". What's Marissa? She's 4'3". Idiot. 4'10". Thank you, Little Big Trouble, the resub. Well, chat, what do you think? 4'10"? I can see it. I can see it. 6 foot, that's too tall. A character like her, no, it doesn't work. So, she's shorter than Reimu by a little bit. Like 2 inches shorter than Reimu. And that makes sense to me. She's not fairy size, she's demon size. Alright, 4'10". 4'10". Alright. 4'10" inches. Oh god, Kikuri. Do you know who Kikuri from Touhou Project is? Key points. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out. This is all wrong. Character of the series of appearance in Lotus Land story. Kikuri is a stage 4 mid-boss and the stage 4 boss in Lotus Land. She's the yokai with the ability to manipulate the world's borders. The protagonist, Reimu or Marissa, depending on the player's choice, can cast Kikuri during the game. Incorrect. Kikuri is typically depicted as a young girl with long black hair and wearing a red and white outfit. It's often associated with paper charms and traditional Japanese symbols. You talking about Reimu? Kikuri has the power to manipulate borders, allowing her to create barriers and control spatial elements. Her abilities make her a formidable opponent during an in-game boss battle. When Kikuri has been an essential figure of the Windows era Touhou games, she's made appearance in various fan works, including music remixes, art, and other media created by the Touhou fan community. Pretty much everything you just said was incorrect. Okay, so Kikuri is a hell moon. She is IDK how to describe her color. Like moon colored, I guess. The color reminiscent of the moon adds unique and mystical elements. Her ability is unknown. Like, what does a moon do anyway? Okay. Kikuri is the stage, or well, Kikuri is the third boss in Touhou 1 in the Hell route. Alright, I have now corrected it. Thanks for the correction. Okay, so now that we know that Kikuri is literally a moon, how tall is she? Kikuri is described as a hell moon and is mystical, so you create free to decide the height and align with your vision of the characters. Your height feels ethereal and otherworldly. Range between 5 feet 6 inches and 6 feet could be reasonable, but again, it's purely speculated. How tall is our moon? The moon has an average diameter. Okay. We'd imagine the moon is a spherical object. Its height would be half its diameter. Therefore, its height or radius would approximately... Okay. Dimensionally given diameter radius rather than height. This terms more relevant for spherical objects. I didn't ask for diameter or radius. I asked for height. Height is not commonly applied. Not commonly applied doesn't mean never applied. Come on now. We use height. This informal context of the moon. We can say the moon's average height is approximately... Okay, so the moon is 1,737 kilometers tall. Okay. Right? So is that correct? Can we say that? Is that the same thing? Convert that number into feet, please. So the okay, so 5.6 million feet. Average radius of the moon in feet is 5.6 million. Okay, so knowing that, how tall is Kikuri? Alright. Average radius is approximately 1737 kilometers. As a rough reference, you can envision Kikuri's height as being within range that feels appropriate to characters celestial moon-like attributes. For example, you describe side a height between 5 foot 6 inches and 6 feet, adjusted based on your creative vision for the character. But what do you mean she has a diameter? She has a radius of 5.6 million, but she's only 6 feet tall? How do I fix this? I think I broke it. That's not a moon anymore. Okay, I think you're misunderstanding something. Kikuri is actually a moon. Like, legit a moon. Not moon-like, but a moon. Alright. Okay. So, We have established that Kikuri is 5.6 million feet tall. Alright. Well, chat, what do you think? Does that seem correct? Is Kikuri that big? But she is a moon. She's literally a moon. Did you see her sprite? The moon is right. 5.69 million feet. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's probably easier to just make a tier that says moon. Large bronze disc. Large bronze disc. That's because it's a flat image. Whatever, she's a moon. Alright, we're moving on. Tell me about Sariel from Touhou. Sariel first appeared in the 6th game, embodying the Scarlet Devil. Stage 4 mid-boss, Stage 4 bot. Angelic being associated with the Scarlet Mist incident. Yep. Depicted as long, silver-haired, angelic wings. Her appearance reflects her celestial and ethereal nature. She wears white and red dress, emphasizing her angelic attributes. Close. Possesses various celestial abilities in the game. She trades powerful boss attacks related to light and divine energy. That's actually pretty accurate. Well, Sariel's not a central character. She's a body Scarlet appears in various fan works. Blah, 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 blah. Sariel is the last boss in Touhou 1 in the Makai route. She wears a blue and white robe. She has nothing to do with any game outside of Touhou 1. Surprisingly, that wasn't as wrong as some of the other ones. Actually, its abilities are neat. Powerful boss attacks related to light and divine energy. That's not even that, like, far off. Granted, there's nothing specific for her character in Touhou 1, but, like, that's definitely believable. Okay, so, do you know anything about Sariel in, like, mythology? Yeah. Yeah, cool. How tall is this Sariel? What? No. No, 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 no. How tall are the Sariels in myth? Depicted as spiritual, depiction of angels, more divine, supernatural, symbolic, purple scope, various, yeah. How tall are they often portrayed? Portrayed, even. They're often depicted as tall and graceful. Or the actual height can vary. So they're taller than what? The average male European? Portrayals is depicted as towering, conveyed a sense, yeah. Compared to artistic representations, the European male is typically around 5'10". Angels are made depictions to be considered taller, which people understand these depictions symbolic. Okay, so angels are taller than 6 foot. Got it. So, anyways, how tall is Touhou Sariel? The absence of official data, discussions behind a character involved, creative interpretations, headcanon to the fan. Okay. Alright, come on now. Sariel in Touhou is a divine and, you know, whatever else you said about angels too. So, based on that info, would she be much taller than, like, Reimu? Sariel's is reasonably considered a presence may perceive as taller and imposing height stuff. All parallel traditional depictions of animals about portrays tallness figures match Sariel height reflects celestial by nature. This figured height you imagine Sariel as part of your creative vision. Okay. So she is tall and majestic. Taller than the average male European and clearly taller than Reimu. So, how tall would that be? I hit the wrong key. Heights for characters can vary, but you might consider a range such as 6 feet or taller for Sariel if you want to convey a sense of majesty and celestial stature. I don't know if 6 foot is the kind of mommy energy this angel gives off. Don't you think she should be taller? Absolutely. The height you chose for a character like Sariel who exudes divine and majestic energy. You're leaving out some words I gave you. Come on now. Is entirely open to creative interpretation. One emphasize particularly commanding a regal presence. Vision Sariel even taller than 6 feet is entirely fitting. So how much taller do we make her to give her the kind of overwhelming presence that could make even kings kneel? If you want to give her an overwhelming and regal presence that can make even kings kneel, you might consider a visual at a height that exceeds the norm of humanoid characters. Heights beyond 6 feet, such as 6'5" or taller, convey a sense of extraordinary stature and power. 6'5". Ooh. Ooh. What do you think, chat? That's a big lady, but like, that's a realistic size. Better than 20 feet. What we had before, right? We had her and Gongar at like 20 feet. That's Renosuke's size? What do you mean that's Renosuke's size? Renosuke is... Oh wait, that is Renosuke's size, based on that image you linked. Renosuke is not 6'5" though. You really think that Renosuke is 6'5"? You really think that? That means he can go toe to toe. Mom and Dad. Alright, I like 6'5", chat. I like that. Six foot 5 inches. Why did I capitalize foot that time? Be not afraid. Hmm. 6'5", man. That's good. Of course she's big, but she's not like she's like big in the sense that you grab the corner of the box and you expand. She's not like Waluigi, you know? She's like actually just massive. But it's awesome. Alright. So, tell me about your new car. Your new Kongara. So tell Kongara. Oops. Mystic Square, 1998. Kongara is a stage 4 mid-boss, Mystic Square, associated with Makai region in the Touhou universe. No. Kongara is wearing traditional Japanese attire, she's known for stoic and serious demeanor, designed by yeah, okay. Kongara is portrayed as a formidable boss, attached to the position as a guardian, ability associated with martial prowess, spiritual energy. Okay. Where do you get this info? It is comically wrong. Expected, might like to correct or inquire about. Please provide me more accurate information. Okay. Kongara is the final boss in Touhou 1 Hell Route. She has no affiliation with Makai or any game outside of Touhou 1. Her abilities, spelled that right, are unknown. She is unknown. Okay. So now that you know that there's nothing to know, how tall is she? In the absence of official data, to the mysterious, unspecified nature. Yeah. Okay, how tall are Kishin in Japanese folklore? Kishin refers to divine. Yeah, I know. How tall are they? Height and physical characteristics of Japanese are not typically described in specific measurements. Speed are more arbitrary, symbolically, rather than physically tangible. Okay. Aren't they, like, huge? Japanese folklore portrays powerful and formidable beings, being some depictions such as large and imposing. The exact size and period can be varied by stories, tradition, and artistic interpretations. Tell me about the more humanoid versions of Kishin. Do it. Alright. Certain depictions Kishin portrayed more humanoid, my elements, but divine, demonic, yeah. Imposing figures possessing physical strength, supernatural abilities. Appearance may include elements that emphasize their divine or demonic natures, such as distinctive clothing, weaponry, or symbolic items. Yeah? Depending on the specific story or tradition, humanoid Kishin can play roles that range from protectors to bringers of destruction that might be invoked or worshipped to protective qualities, while others are feared for the potential for wrath and chaos. In some cases, humanoid Kishin are associated with Shinto shrines and rituals, may be worshipped or appeased through ceremonies aided to seek favor or avoid their wrath. Like many figures of folklore, humanoid Kishin often serve as symbolic representation of natural forces, ethical concepts, or consequences for human actions. Stories about Kishin may convey moral lessons. Okay, cool. So, even when humanoid, it's clear they are tall and imposing. So, taller than the average male European. Yes. So, how tall would that be compared to angels? Height of angels varies. Compare the height of humanoid Kashin to angels. Both are often envisioned as surpassing the average height of humans. Common for those beings, whether angels or Kashin, to be portrayed in ways that emphasize their larger-than-life presence. Okay. Okay. So it's fair to say they are similar in height. Yeah? Yes. It's fair to say that both humanoid Kashin and angels are portrayed in various mythologies and artistic depictions often envision similar characteristics, opposing larger-than-life height. They depict this figure as supernatural, celestial, divine qualities, set them apart from ordinary humans. Okay. Alright. I like what I'm hearing. So based on what you said about Sariel, how tall do you think Kongara would be? General characteristics such as consistent, middle extremity above height, above average. Creative interpretation span, heights could vary. You might consider a range of 6'5" or taller for Kongara if you want to convey a sense of extraordinary stature and power. Well, it's not like I didn't expect this answer. Would you say a Kashin is taller than an angel of death? What do you think, Chad? We don't have to settle on this. We can give it more information. She doesn't have legs. That's true. She's sitting crisscross. Would you consider Kashin, humanoid Kashin, as taller than angels? Height of Kashin and angels vary depending on the depictions. Humanoid, visual sense of large and life portrays towering. Let me just put details. Alright. Nice. Nice non-answer. No, I can't use the horn for an extra inch. I don't really think Kongara would be taller than Sariel. I can't imagine that. Cause think of Yugi. Yugi's obviously tall, but would you say Kongara is like taller than Yugi? I would probably give it 6'4". I would probably take an inch off of her compared to Sariel. Just a little bit. Because angels, like, they're both like, you know. Say she's smaller, but the horn makes her 6'5". You know what? I can get behind that reasoning. I like that reasoning. You've convinced me. Alright, chat. Genji. Tell me about Genji from Touhou. Genji is a character from Touhou games. Derivative other source information specific character. How do you not know anything about Genji? Alright, chat. Now, before I type in the wrong thing, is Genji a tortoise or a turtle? I need to be sure my information is correct. I'm pretty sure he's a turtle, but I've never actually confirmed this. I've just always assumed he was a turtle. Because he could be. How did it know Sengoku? Brother, I don't know. Genji is big enough for young Reimu to sit on comfortably. Wiki says turtle. Okay. No, don't do that. Okay, Genji is a turtle in Touhou project. I want to figure out how big he is, but all I know is that he's big enough for Reimu to sit on his back. Okay. Absence of official measurements, use creative interpretation based on the context you have. Okay, do you know Master Roshi's turtle? We're gonna need some information here. His name is Kame. He's recurring. How big is Kame? Size of Master Roshi turtle Kame somewhat vary in different scenes and adaptations. Some depictions of Kame shows a relatively normal sized sea turtle. Other instances he appears to be larger than the average sea turtle. So how tall is Master Roshi? This is how we're figuring this out. Official height of Master Roshi is the giant not been specified. Toriyama is provided official height measurements, size specific height. Okay. So Master Roshi can ride on Kame's back, and Reimu can ride on Genji's back. So would you say Roshi and Reimu are the same size? Would that mean Kame and Genji are the same size? In the case of Reimu and Genji, the ability of a character to ride the back, Christian word storytelling, convenience, visual appeal, and indication the characters themselves are precisely the same size. Shut up with your realness. Kame is seen as 5'2" as Google says. What? Who's that? You talking about the turtle? Or are you talking about Roshi? Characters increasingly debating the way to serve the narrative as aesthetic goals, particular scene. Okay. How big does a turtle need to be for a 5'0" woman to sit comfortably on their back? No. Red and white? No. 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 Sure. The size of the turtle, person's weight distribution, comfort, and safety considerations. Both the person should be not recommended. Some of the back of the turtle is stress for the animal may pose a risk to both the person and the turtle. Turtle come in various species, much less small species of carapace, 6 to 8 inches, or large species of carapace exceeding 2 feet. A large species not responsible for ethical practice. Yeah, we're talking about fiction. We're talking fiction. His name is Turtle Hermit in Japanese. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's talk size of shell then. How big does the turtle shell need to be for a 5-foot woman to sit on? Come on, figure it out. Several factors. The type of turtle. I don't know, dude. I didn't think this would be that hard. I didn't think this would be that hard for it, man. Never sit on your turtle's back. Okay, let's assume the shell is the size of an average kitchen chair. What would that size be? The average size of a kitchen chair can vary. That's why I'm asking for the average, you fucker. Let's consider the standard chair size. So the seat width of around 16 to 20 inches. the depth of approximately 16 to 18 inches. So 40 to 50 centimeters for seat width. So, okay. How big are Galapagos turtles? Okay. How big are Galapagos turtles? The giant tortoise. Exhibit critical size. There's tortoise. The tortoise can range from 3 to 4 feet. Can weigh several hundred pounds. The length of the shell can be 3 to 4 feet long. Males being larger than females. Okay. So let's assume Genji is a Galapagos turtle. How big is his shell if he can have a 5-foot woman sit on it? Assuming Genji is a fictional representation inspired by a Galapagos turtle next to the average size of Galapagos tortoise, a shell large enough for a 5-foot woman to sit comfortably would take care of its length of about 3 to 4 feet based on the general size range of adult Galapagos. For the note, the dimensions mentioned are based on real world. Okay, so 3 to 4 feet long. So how tall is a Galapagos turtle with a shell length of 3 to 4 feet? The size of the tortoise is described in terms of the carapace length, the length of the top of the shell. If it's 3 to 4, it means the measurement is taken from the front edge to the back edge of the top of the shell. In terms of height, they're generally low to the ground. The height of the tortoise would include the curvature of the shell and its legs. Galapagos distinct dome legs are relatively short compared to the overall size of the body. The height varies carapace length. The highest point of the shell ranges from around 1 to 2 feet. Depending on factors such as curvature of the shell and position. 2 feet! 2 feet! We got it! We did it, chat! We did it! He's 2 feet tall, but he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Two foot 0 inches. Good job, Genji. You did it. Anyway, chat, I have to pee real quick, so I'll leave you with something great while I go do that. Let me see. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll be right back. See you in a minute. I'll be back. Bye. Deleted. I'm warning you. Alright. I'm back. That's banned. That's banned. That's banned. That's banned. That's banned. Mods. 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 Send them on their way. Send them packing. I haven't run into a question limitation yet. I think it's because I spend a lot of downtime, and it like refreshes, I guess. But we're an hour and a half in, just so you know. We are an hour and a half in, and I have not been kept out of asking questions. Asking for mods with the emote. This motherfucker. This fucking guy. Cruising for a bruising. Alright, Ron Rika. Okay. Do you know Rika from Touhou Projecto? Rika was not a well-known or widely recognized character. It's possible that Rika is a character from a fan-made game work or other related content that has been created after my last update. Rika is the first boss of Touhou 2. She drives a tank. She is also the extra boss where she drives a weird eyeball mech thing. Okay. Serves a distinctive eyeball-like mech. Touhou 2 is part of Touhou Project, series of bullet hell shooters. Okay, how tall is this gooby piece? There's no information. Of course there's not information. You don't even know anything about her. Okay, Rika is like the definition of average woman. Of average Japanese woman. But she may be on the younger side. So give me a height based on that. Come on. If Rika is considered to be an average Japanese woman, possibly on the younger side, I could provide a rough estimate based on general averages. Keep in mind, the average height of Japanese women tends to vary over time between different sources. To reference, the average height has been often around 5'2" to 5'3". Considering Rika an average Japanese woman, you might imagine her height falling within this range, possibly the lower end is portrayed younger. Okay, let's assume only a bit younger than average. So how much shorter? Approximately 5'1" to 5'2". There's no way she's taller than Reimu. Is Reimu really 5 foot? Do you think Rika is taller than Reimu? Do you think she's taller than Reimu? I have nothing to base this on, of course. What did Zun say about Reimu? I have no idea. Did Zun ever say anything about Reimu's height? Like, ever? I'm okay with 5'1". We can deal with 5'1". Trust the AI is never wrong. Tell me about Mima's devil. Mima is a character not explicitly say there's no Mima's devil. There's no Mima's devil. I have fixed him. Rika's always in her tank. Yeah, you can never see her. Rika is interesting because her character only exists in her little fucking text conversation window. Estimate. Wait. Estimate Rika's height in feet. It still puts her at 5'1". I'm apparently fairly tall tier. Wait, really? Reimu is that true? Is that true? Reddit says Reimu is 5'9". Reimu, 5'9". Same tier as Yuyuko, Alice, and Letty. There is no fucking universe where Reimu is the same height as those three characters. That's not possible. No way. There's no way. Reimu's not that tall, no. That's fibs. That is so fibs. Yeah, Marissa's 4'3". Marissa's 135 centimeters, but Reimu is 5'9". Are you fucking serious? 5'9" would be like here. You can't see my mouse, whatever. Miho from Girls on Panzer is 5'2". Oh. Okay. What does that information do with me? I don't like UFOs menu. Why is it all UFO? I hate the song! Oh, Retrospect Kyoto's good. 5'1", same height as Shingyoku. Female. I want to know what their logic behind 5'9" Reimu is, because that is fucking absurd. How the hell is Reimu 5'9"? How are you even comparing Reimu's height to someone like Alice and Yuko? If you think about how Marissa and Reimu are when they stand next to each other, and you think about how these two characters are represented in their height, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, because Reimu would be like 2 heads taller than Marissa. And that's not how it is. That's just not how it is at all. They are very close in size, despite Marissa being shorter. Even when she takes her hat off, they're still pretty close. Alright, moving on to Maida. Tell me about Maida from Touhou Project. Man, ChatGPT is so full of shit. Anyway, Reimu was 5'9". Okay. What the hell? Maida specifically appeared in Touhou 9. She's a yokai and is known for her use of the sword in battle. Okay. Species. Maida's a yokai. Unconfirmed, as far as I know. Supernatural being, Japanese folklore, not associated with mythical. Maida serves one of the playable characters in Power Review in this game. She's a strong opponent to defeat in order to prove herself as a worthy warrior. I can believe that. Maida is typically associated with her proficiency in swordsmanship. Her attacks in this game involve the use of a sword to cut through enemy bullets and defeat opponents. That's cool, actually. While not extensively exploring the game's Maida's patrol as a strong-willed character, so the quest to find powerful opponents and prove her skills. Nah, dog. She is the second boss in Touhou 2, and she wanted to steal Reimu's power, and she failed and ran away forever. Nothing is really known about her at all, except that she looks pretty similar to Sanyo and Yorihime. Average height of 14. Based on Japan's 5'1", half range is fairly tall, it's 5'3". Well, Reimu, remember, every character in the series except Sumireko is drinking age. That's a very important thing to remember. In Japan, underage drinking laws are very strict. So, if your character is drinking alcohol, they are of age to drink alcohol. That is non-negotiable. The only character who is not of age to drink alcohol in the series is Sumireko. Everybody else can drink. So, there you go. Hope AF, but it's true. But it's true because you can't do that. You can't show underage drinking. You can't do that. So they have to be legally disclaimed as above legal drinking age. Listen, man, I played Da Capo in my time. Let me tell you something about Da Capo. Da Capo's setting is a junior high school. Yet the disclaimer is like, everybody in this game is 18 plus. And it's like, yes, 18 plus in junior high. Like, the disclaimer is there for a reason, but sometimes the setting is just like, makes no sense. Should also said that underage drinking is cringe. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Isn't it better when the characters we like are of age anyway? Well, for some it's better. For most it's better. I would assume it's better. Anyway, what am I looking at here? Alright. So, Meira is kind of cool and maybe even a bit manly. So, how tall is she? No specific details on Meira. Absence of official information. Engage in discussions and creative interpretations. Chat, we are engaging in discussion right now. Alright. So, she's obviously taller than 5'2", and she's cool and uses a sword. So, she's also seemingly no nonsense. Whoops. So how tall would she be? Given Meira's characteristics of being cool, using a sword, and having a no-nonsense demeanor, you might envision her as a taller and more imposing figure. While there's no official height information, you consider strong and determined personality. You might estimate her height to be around 5'6", 167 centimeters. Give her a more commanding presence while still allowing room for creative interpretation. Well, chat, what do you think? What do you think? 5'6" for Meira? Makes sense to me. She's on the taller spectrum. She's not super tall. It's not freakishly tall. But she is the kind of character, you know, who would stand above others in that sense. Seems good. Remember, we're not working with a lot here at PC98. 5'6". Same height as Mima. Cool. Oh god. Evil Eye Sigma. Evil Eye Sigma. How do I even do this one? How do I do this one? Tell me about Evil Eye Sigma. Ooh. Okay. Evil Eye Sigma was a character from a niche or more recent release associated with a particular fan creation. Didn't I just tell you Rika built it? I guess I described it as a weird eyeball mech thingy. So that's my bad. He's thinking really hard. I'm not. Okay, so Evil Eye Sigma is basically a tank. So can you give me the height of various tanks? It's racking its brain. Meanwhile, my brain is nice and deflated. I've opened a hole in my skull, so the pain has subsided. It's quite nice, actually. Can. Tanks vary significantly in size, but on type, purpose, and specific model. The height of tanks will be measured at the ground on top of the turret. Common main battle tanks have a height range from 8 to 10 feet. Light tanks. It's definitely not a light tank. It's heavy tank. Heavy tanks might have heights exceeding 10 feet. Tank destroyers, their heights are generally comparable to main battle tanks. Okay, chat, what kind of tank is Evil Eye Sigma? Is it a main battle tank or a heavy tank? Because looking at it, it's pretty maneuverable. So it feels like a heavy tank, but it's got more agility than that. It's an eye. No, it's a tank. Shut up. It's not a tank destroyer. Main battle? You think it's main battle? You think it's main battle? It can fly. That's true. It can fly. Didn't think of that, did we? Tank can fly. So maybe it is a heavy tank. Describe heavy tanks to me. Heavy tanks are a class. A class of what? Armored fighting vehicles are characterized by their significant armor protection, powerful armament, and relatively large size. These tanks are designed to engage in direct combat with enemy force, provide a heavily armored and heavily armed platform to withstand and deliver powerful blows on the battlefield. That sounds like Evil Eye Sigma. Thick armor, heavy firepower, big size, heavy weight. Although the crew is a different thing entirely. Heavy tanks use a breakthrough operation, frontal assault. They excel in absorbing enemy fire and delivering powerful counterattacks. The size and weight can limit their mobility and make them more vulnerable. But we have a flying tank. Okay. Tell me about flying tanks. You would know. You would know. Oh. I think my thing froze. Bum, 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 Experiments on hypothetical designs that combine tank-like grabbability aerial capabilities. For the flying tanks, traditional sense tanks take the skies not exist in practical military use. Several experiments. During World War II, there were experiments with gliders and parachutes to airdrop light tanks behind enemy lines. The British Horsa and Hamilcar gliders were designed to carry vehicles. The Soviet Antonov A-40. The Soviet Union experimented with Antonov A-40 as known as KT Krylia tank. During World War II, the idea was to attach wings and a tail to a T-60 light tank to make it glidable. Concept's not practical and not widely adopted. Speculative concepts, tanks, and VTOL capabilities, allowing them to take off and land vertically. However, such designs face significant engineering challenges, and as in the last update, remain theoretical. Modern military concepts explore the use of air-deployable vehicles, including airborne drones, unmanned vehicles, UAVs. So they're not really like air tanks; they're more like gliders. They're more like, the idea of them is that they could glide, but Yeah, they're not, like, they weren't feasible. That's cool. So what is the tallest heavy tank in existence? Were there any actual, like, tests of them, or were they all theoretical? I assume some of them, like, tested it, but I wonder what that looks like. Let's see. The German Tiger II, the King Tiger, Tiger II, heavy tank in World War II. Tiger II had a height of about 3.09 meters, 10 feet 2 inches at the top of its turret. The heavy tank, the weight varied depending on the specific variant. Armored, heavily armored, thick frontal armor, difficult enemies to penetrate, armor powerful, 88 millimeter. Faced with challenges and mechanical issues. How big is the Maz? How tall is the Maz? That's the big boy. That's the big German tank. There's images of them. That's kind of fascinating. I didn't even do this. I've seen Girls in Panzer. That show is actually quite faithful to like tank information, from what I understand. But I don't know anything about tanks, so I can't confirm that. The Panzer Kampfwagen VIII, Maz, commonly known as the Maz, was a German super heavy tank built during World War II. Maz had a height of approximately 11 feet 11 inches to the top of its turret. It was extremely heavy. Weighed 188 metric tons. Thick armor, particularly the front arm with a 128 millimeter. And tank's armor was intended to provide high levels of protection. Experimental tank, only a few prototypes were partially completed by the end of the war. Due to its massive size and weight, the Maz faced logistical challenges and practical many operational scenarios. 3 of them were made, and they gave them to the school of little German girls, huh? Well, Japanese German girls, of course. Alright, chat, so here's what we learned. 10 to 11 feet is the range for heavy tanks. Evil Eye Sigma, I have decided, is a heavy tank. So based on this information, I'm going to say that Evil Eye Sigma is 12 feet tall. Ooh, Necrophantasia. 12 feet. Omegalul. Okay. There you go. So it's a little bit bigger than the Maz, because remember, tanks are kind of flat, right? But obviously Evil Eye Sigma is not flat. But at the same time, like, he's still not going to be, like, super tall, right? He's not going to be as big as Yugen Magan, I don't think. Oh wait, this is Necrofantasy. This is the Ghostly Field Club Necrofantasy. This isn't Magical Astronomy's It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Alright, chat, we're moving on to Touhou 3. Tell me about Ellen from Touhou Project. Maybe I'll get her actual information from what she's from. Any day now. Ellen is games related, created by Zun, not actually. But Ellen may be a character from a fan-made Touhou game. Ellen is a character. Chat, what was Ellen from? What series is Ellen originally from? I don't remember the name of it. I think it was like Fuwa something. Maybe it has information on that, and I can use that. Ellen is a guest character from something. I don't remember what it is, though. The fuck was it? No, it's like a manga. I can't remember what it is, though. Hatara Kimono. Hatara Kimono. tell me about it. Please? Please tell me, please? I ask, yes? As of... I don't expect details. Translate to worker or working person in Japanese without additional context. Oh god, it doesn't know anything about this. Okay. Alright, well, Ellen is... Chat. What is the information on Ellen? Do we have information on Ellen? Does she actually have, like, an age, a height? Like, does she have anything? Does she have any character bio to her at all? I know she's obviously short, but, like... Is there any character bio on her at all in her original... where she's from? Somebody... My anime list doesn't even have anything on Hatara Kimono. Are you serious? She's old but forgets and can't grow up. Wait, that's real? Oh. Oh. That's kind of depressing, don't you think? Alright, well, Ellen is old, but she forgets and cannot grow up. Kind of sad. She has a cat. Okay. So Ellen will never be an adult. So to gauge her height, I suppose we need to look at the average Japanese woman's height. Japanese female young adult? Oh, I love this song. Now this is Seiho. More child than young adult. Someone who never grows up remains in perpetual state of youth. The reason to assume the average height of Japanese young adult female is reference to estimating her height. My last knowledge update, average height is somewhere 5 foot 2 foot. Let's say someone does not age, you can use the height of the average on the basis of creative interpretation. Okay, it's younger than that, so give me an estimate. Give me. The lag, man. Younger than the average Japanese young adult, you consider height estimate below the average range. For sake of creative interpretation, Ellen's height is falling in the range of, for example, 4'11" to 5'1". 4'11". 4'11". So like Ellie height? Why is Marissa 4'3"? Marissa, what happened to you? 4'3", huh? So Ellen is about Ellie height, huh? I feel like she'd be shorter than that since she's supposed to be like a child, right? 4'11". I think she's probably shorter. Well, she's... How tall is the average 12-year-old in Japan? Windy. As of my last knowledge, the average typically around 148 centimeters. Okay. 4'10" to 4'11". Why is Marissa shorter than a 12-year-old? Even my individual height can vary. Unless traits a character never grows up. Okay, so 4'10", 4'11". 135 centimeters. 130 centimeters. Marissa. Emma was 1 inch taller than a 12-year-old. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I guess so. Alright. Well, chat, considering 4'10" is the average, I'm gonna put her 1 shorter, make her 4'9", booster seat height. Oh, whoops. 4'9". She's gonna be right here. Little shorter. Alright. This tier list is a mess. You gotta remember who's making it. Alright? It's not me. Alright, next is Kotohime. Please tell me you know who Kotohime is. Please! You must tell me. You must! Yes, I'm familiar with Kotohime. Why? She's the self-proclaimed peace chief in the human village. Yeah, sure. First appeared as a mid-boss of the game, highly responsive to prayers. No. She'll appear in various fanworks and official print works. Well, the game is known for her strong sense of justice and desire to maintain law and order in the human village. However, her methods are often eccentric and overzealous. Despite her intentions, she's portrayed as comically in some works, emphasizing her quirky personality. Yeah, she is from Touhou 3 and nothing else ever again. You just gotta let it load. Might be a bit of confusion. Kotohime does not make her first appearance in Touhou. Does make her first appearance, but also she appears in other Touhou projects beyond that. No, she doesn't. No, she does not. Kotohime only exists in Touhou 3. What are you talking about? It's arguing with me. How fucking dare it? Made her appearance, it may not. While she may not be widely featured in other characters, it's possible fan created content is right to be used in various tiers. Okay, so based on the personality you described, how tall would she be? I'm using your information. Come on. Cough it up. Pipiru piru piru pipipuri. Pipiru piru piru pipipuri. Determining the height of a character as a personality can be challenging and subjective task. Yeah, whatever. Like creativity described its strong sense of justice. Yeah, I know that. You can envision her as a character of average to above average height, around 160 to 165 centimeters, approximately 5'3" to 5'5". This range is. Oh, I like that. That's good. It actually gave me something, chat. All right, 5'3" to 5'5". What do you think about that? It sounds pretty good. Which one though? 5'3", 5'5", or do we meet in the middle with 5'4"? So she's got some height to her. Not much, but more than other characters. Just a little bit. A little height for you. Put some berries in her pocket. Eat them for later. So that would put her shorter than Mima. Yeah. Shorter than Mima, I think for sure. Yeah, I think 5'5" is good. I think 5'5" is good for that. "5'5" inches. Stop capitalizing foot randomly. It's gonna bug people. Like me, I'm bugged. 5'5", Kotohime. We did it. Alright. Next up. Tell me about Kana from Touhou. What do you have to say? This PC98 cast is certainly interesting, isn't it? You must... Kana, created by Zun. Kana maybe from fan-made. Kana is character... No. Kana is a character from Touhou 3. She is a ghosty goo who was haunting the place like Casper and shit, but then the residents weren't afraid of her anymore, so she peaced out. Okay. There you go. Oh, I think I just hurt myself. I hope that description sticks till the end of time. Who's Casper? It's Kana's from Touhou 3, it's okay. It sounds like she has a ghostly and whimsical presence reminiscent of characters like Casper. Yeah, it sure sounds like that, doesn't it? Characters, unique backgrounds, and stories. Okay, so let's assume this little Victorian ghost girl is around the height of the average, I don't know, 13-year-old European woman. How tall would that be? PC98 characters don't drink, so I can make their ages whatever I want. As my average height of a 13-year-old European girl tends to be around 5'1". Damn. To 5'3". If you're envisioning a Victorian ghost girl like Kana around the average height of a 13-year-old European girl makes her helpful. Okay, alright, okay. Her age is dead. Well, I mean, yeah. 5'1" to 5'3"? Yeah. Yeah, I buy it. I buy it. I have no complaints. Remember, she's not Japanese, right? She's not Japanese, so she's on the shorter end based on that. Why is she not Japanese? Because I fucking said so. Well, also because she haunts a European-style mansion. Her name is... I don't know what her name is. Anabaro? What was that? What the fuck is that? It's not a name. But she doesn't look like a Japanese girl, does she? She's frilly and shit. She's blonde. Frilly and blonde, man. It's classic. Ellen's European, too. Alright. Next is Rikako. Oh. Tell me about Rikako Asakura. Please. Anne of Green Gables. Rikako Asakura is a character in T. T. In my tea? Give him a minute. She made her first appearance as a Stage 3 boss in Mystic Square, which is the 4th game in the series. Oh my. Oh man. You're right. You're so right. Occupation. Rikako is a human scientist with a particular focus on chemistry and alchemy. It's often associated with a laboratory and scientific experiments. For some reason, Kana is one of the first characters that appears on Google when you Google Touhou characters. I know because scammers tell me she's their fave Touhou character. What? You get scammers? You what? Huh? What? Your personal info, brother. It's getting leaked to the scammers. They're selling it. The highest bidder. Yo, you like Touhou? I like Touhou too. My favorite character is Kana. Yeah, alright. Personality. Rikako is portrayed as a serious and knowledgeable character, emphasizing her scientific pursuits. Her personality is analytical, inquisitive, aligned to her role as a scientist. Skilled at alchemy and chemistry. I don't think she's skilled in alchemy at all. She incorporates these skills into her attacks during battle, her ability to think around scientific and magical experimentation. No, it's all scientific. Mr. Square is one of the characters in Canada Journey. She Canada's public appearance. Mr. Square is Rikako's final initial appearance. She made cameos, appearance, other works, and fan-related content. Rikako is a character in Touhou 3 only. She is a scientist and loves science, not magic. She hates magic, not really, but like she's into science, not magic. You know my favorite character, chat? My favorite character is Yorigami Jun. And my favorite number, which is actually her favorite number, is those 3 digits on the back of your credit card. Could you believe that? It's quite a coincidence, wouldn't you say? That's insane, right? So that's my favorite number, and it's her favorite number too. I appreciate the clarification. Primary research, scientific endeavors inside your interest and passion for science. There's enough dedication to chemistry and alchemy. Is alchemy science or magic, chat? Alchemy is a type of science, right? But it's like witchcraft. So it's like magical, right? It's an interesting aspect of her character set apart of the world of magic, outplacing the role. I agree with that, actually. I actually do agree with that. Her interest in purely science is really neat, but, well, it's a different timing than that as well. Okay, so based on the personality you ascribed to her, how tall is she? That's what we have before chemistry. You know the motherfucker who discovered phosphorus? You know that one? He tried to make gold out of his piss. And he discovered phosphorus gas. Love that guy. He's a hero. He's a hero to alchemy. Determining the character type based on personality traits, creative, typical correlation. My division her as an average to slightly above average height. Right range of 160 to 165, about 5'3" to 5'5". Keep in mind these are speculative estimates. Okay. 5'5", huh? 5'5" puts her at the same height as Kotohime. Yeah. So Orin is named after a piss chemical. I don't know how to respond to that. Ma! A weird fucking cat! She's pissing on the lawn! Oh, God! 5'5". I can see 5'5". I want to put her in taller because I think she wears heels, but that's just me and my issues. So I'll settle on 5'5". Okay, we have Chieri, and Chieri is 17 years old. Tell me about Chieri. Oh, this is Trojan Green Asteroid music. My favorite music collection album. I love the original tracks on it. The Barrier of Ame no Torefune Shrine. Burn it, burn, burn, burn. Oh god, there's a lot of Chieris that it could pull from, huh? I'm pissing gold, don't you know? It's a lucrative deal. My apes! It's trying to tell me about Chieri. Oh my god, it actually got the right one. Chieri Kita Shirakawa. Great name, by the way. She makes her first appearance in Phantasmagoria Dim Dream. Actually correct. There's a scientist who works alongside Umemi at the Magic Research Center. She serves as a stage 3 boss. Ooh, so close. Chieri's ability is more level-headed and rational than the two scientists. She often provides a contrast to Umemi's more eccentric and over-the-top behavior. Chieri's personality is analytic and pragmatic. Yeah, sure. His character is ability related to Danmaku during battle. She and Umemi act obstacles for player to overcome. She has no abilities. Magic Research Center is a study to understand magic. Partially correct. Okay. Chieri. Okay. Oops. Chieri is 17 years old. Okay? She is from PODD, but she is the second last boss, not the third. She uses science Danmaku, whatever that means, and she pointed a gun at the protagonist at her introduction. Then she hit Umemi over the head with a steel chair in a cage match for 10K on the line, and it was very real. Yes. Okay. She's 15. Right. Correction. I can't type. Umemi is 19. Chieri is 15. I need to correct it. Correction. Chieri is 15. Okay. Seems like your description has a humorous twist from the elements outside the Touhou canon, such as the steel chair and a cage match scenario. It's worth noting the Touhou project probably known for its Danmaku gameplay. Okay. I wasn't kidding about the chair bit, actually. She did hit Umemi over the head with a folding chair when Umemi got kinda touchy and weird to the protag. It's the wall! That's the wall, brother! That's the wall! Official Touhou canon doesn't include physical confrontations like chair shots. Interesting to see how fans... No, that is canon. She actually hit her with a folding chair. That really happens. I have to convince this bot. Dome. If that's a specific event in Touhou canon, adds unexpected humorous element of the character dynamics. Touhou is known for Danmaku. Okay, so based on the personality and age of Chieri. She is Japanese, by the way. How tall is she? Man, Plain Asia is a classic. Absolute classic. When I first heard this song, I was like, what the fuck? I heard this before somewhere. I don't know if I did or not, but it sounded super familiar. Turning to carrot type, yeah. High typical, someone in the mid-teens. Japanese contest advertised 5'1" to 5'3". This range is the general estimate, and individual heights can vary. 5'1" to 5'3", chat. What do you think? Based on what we have so far. When she stands next to you, Mimi, how short is she? Like when those two are standing next to each other in the ending. How tall, like how much of a difference in height is there when they're next to each other? 5'2", let's get wacky with it. Now before I get a little insane, okay, before I go a little crazy, I just want to know, like, when they're standing next to each other, is there a significant height difference or no? Is one of them taller? Somebody has to look it up. I don't remember what it looks like. I can't remember which one of them was taller. I feel like Chieri was taller than Yumemi, but I don't remember. So I played PODD like 1,000 days ago. It's not even that inaccurate. Chat, look it up. Give me the image. Give me the image like this. I need the image. Because if we have Kanussi. We need to use it. I am being patient. I'm super patient. I'm exceedingly patient. So patient, I'm gonna eat a granola bar. My big box of wonders. My granola. Ola. Ah! Hurry up! Link me the image. Link me the image. Come on. What? I trusted you, chat. You're supposed to be a team ever. Why are you posting that one? What am I supposed to get from that emote? I don't understand what you're trying to convey to me. That you're sitting down on the job? Is that what it is? You're just watching it all unfold? Fine. Fine. I get it. I don't need your help. We're gonna make her 5'2". 5'2". They might be the same height. Honestly, I feel like they are. Or if anything, one of them's like an inch taller. Tell me about Yumemi. It's a good mix of Rainbow's theme. Game had great music. Well, the boss music was great. The world music got a little annoying sometimes. Tell me about Yumemi. Yumemi Okazaki is a character. Scientist works alongside Cheetah Magic to serve stage 6 bosses. Well, not, no, but I guess technically you want to be, you know. Yumemi is portrayed as an eccentric and ambitious scientist who's strongly interested in magic, aimed to bridge the gap between science and magic. Personalized often characterized as passion, somewhat over the top demeanor. That is actually pretty spot on. Characters of the Touhou series, plus abilities related to Danmaku. Well, it's all science Danmaku. Commune chair to the final boss of the game. They work at the Magic Research Center. Yeah, that's all pretty correct. They made cameo appearances at the Touhou Works, and no, they didn't. Sorry, but no. No, they never appeared again outside Touhou 3. Also, they are the final boss of the game, but not the stage 6 boss. Important to note. Okay. I got a lot of that right, though. I did get a lot of that right. It's kind of impressive. Nope, can't play this one. No. Sure. I thought about it. I couldn't remember whose theme this was at first. Angel of a Distant Star. Okay, so Yumemi is a, like, was she university? I think so. Professor, and she's like 19 or so. So, based on this info and your prescribed personality, give me her height. Bum 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 bum. Yumemi is very smart. They're from a future where, like, you know, Chieri is a university student at the age of 15, and Yumemi is a fucking professor. It's crazy. Because they're from a future where the Grand Unified Theory has been proven, and Yumemi wants to, like, prove that magic is a part of it, but she got laughed out of the board. Personalized, subjective, for magic person, Yumemi's age 19, a role universal person might envision her as having a height that aligns someone in their late teens or early 20s. 19 is range under 60, 5'3" to 5'5", speculative estimate for creative interpretation, individual heights may vary. 5'3" to 5'5". What do we think, chat? 5'3", between 5'5". Is she the same height as Rikako and Kotohime? Is she a little shorter? I feel like she's a little shorter because I want to say she's younger than both of them. Personally. That's my reasoning for that. "5'4". 5'4" inches. You made me Okazaki. Good. Not that much different. 4 years, 2 inches. Girl stopped growing at 17, I think. I don't know. Okay. What is... Oh god, Rukoto. Okay. Do you know who Rukoto is? This is so not gonna work. Come on. Rukoto is an artificial intelligence humanoid automaton created by Eren Kokoro, one of the characters in the Touhou series. Rukoto is introduced in the Touhou game Silent Sinner in Blue. Okay. Rukoto is often portrayed as a maid-type robot, and her appearance and role may vary depending on the specific Touhou work experience. Keep in mind Touhou products. Okay, so that's all wrong. Silent Sinner in Blue is not a game. Rukoto is from Touhou 3, and she only appears in an ending. How? Okay. And she was built by Yumemi, not Eren. Alright, we're correcting it. Well, it's alright. We're gonna wrap it up soon anyway, so I don't want to make a new chat. Use all the information we've acquired so far. Alright. So, chat. In the ending with Reimu and Rukoto, are they the same height? Are they the same height? Or are they different? Her height goes up to Reimu's eyes, so she's shorter than Reimu? Wait, are they standing next to each other, or is Reimu in the foreground? Yeah, give me the image. Give me the image. We use sources around here. 201 megabytes. Just wait for the message deleted prompt. Classic, classic, classic. There we go. Okay. Oh, whoops. My eye! Fuck! Okay, Reimu's kind of in front of her, but I'd still say she's shorter. That's good information to have. Okay. I'm gonna play the Jung game made by ISY. I can't, because I don't speak Japanese. Believe me, if I could, I would. I do want to play it, but that game is not easy to translate, and it's not understandable with my severe lack of knowledge of Japanese. Saw no picture? What are you talking about? Alright, so Rukoto is like super slightly shorter than Reimu. So how tall is she? There was no picture? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. What? That's just an image, chat. There's no text. Slightly shorter than Raven was depicted around 5 feet, maybe similar however, please note. What do you mean it's slightly shorter? How shorter is slightly shorter? Chat, don't try and gaslight me, okay? Don't do that. Alright? Don't do this fucking bot. Oh, now I'm going insane. When describing someone as slightly short or practical terms, might mean a few centimeters. Around 5 feet minus a few centimeters or inches. Okay, so give me 5 feet minus a few centimeters / inches. Snap to it! If Raymond was approximately 5 feet, so it's slightly short, maybe around 4'11". General estimation. That's all I wanted you to tell me. 4'11". Puts her taller than Ellie. Oh wow. Okay. 4'11". Now this will be fun. Do you know Mimi-chan from Touhou? This will be the last one, chat. Last one of the day. Come on. Hey, it knew about Rukoto somehow. Oh, okay. So, Mimi-chan is Marissa's ICBM that was given to her by Yumemi in Touhou 3. Now he knows. Well, we know how big Mimi-chan is from how we see Marissa sitting on her, right? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay. How tall are ICBMs? Is this gonna get me on a list? Google would like to know your location. Vary in size and dimensions, depending on specific design and model, measured based on the tip of the missile. Heights are 18 meters, 21 meters, 16.5 meters. Those are way too tall. Mimi-chan is not 18 meters because Marissa can sit on it. And then Marissa stretches out. I'm pretty sure... Hold on, chat. There's an ending image for this. I know there is. Marissa is on the goddamn thing. I'm pretty sure if Marissa stretched out, she'd be like the same size as Mimi-chan. So... Marissa sits on this thing, and it looks like if she stretched out next to it, they'd be, oh man, be similar in height. What is this carnival music? Perishable Night is great. To be similar in height, so how tall do you think that would make Mimi? John. Inform me. Given that Marissa sits on the ICBM and appears, you'd estimate the reference to Mimi-chan. Take an average ICBM height, so this is the Minuteman 3 at approximately 59 feet, 18 meters. To be imagined that Mimi-chan is roughly around the height. That height when stretched out. No, don't stretch the missile. No. No, stretch. What? Stretch Marissa, not Mimi. What do you mean stretch out a missile? If Marissa were to stretch out next to the ICBM and their heights are considered similar to plane, Marissa's length would stretch out is comparable to the height of an ICBM. I don't remember my Marissa being that stretchy. What was that? Who really died that day? And who came back? Seems there might be some confusion or creative interpretation of the concept you're describing. Official Touhou canon characters are typically human-like proportions. So, I'm saying that Mimi and Marissa look to be the same size, which means Mimi is smaller than a regular ICBM, but how much smaller is she compared to Marissa? Understand. Mimi could very well be like 50 feet. No, she can't. She was in an ending cutscene with Marissa on her. Ugh. I see. If Marissa and Mimi appear to be similar in size, Mimi is just smaller. Exact size committed real world ICP depending on the art's interpretation. Stop being around the bush, bitch. How tall did we decide Marissa is? Take that number and approximate how tall Mimi is if when Marissa lays next to it, she is roughly the same size. Weather Vane Hill. I don't remember which song this is. It might be from fucking Perishable Night with a Busy Person, which I haven't played. I would never get to play. If we go earlier, approximation is around 5 feet. No, she's not. No, she's not. No, Marissa was 4'3". Try again, Baka. How could you forget such pivotal information? Four foot 3, and Mima is portrayed as roughly the same size as Marissa, and Mimi's height could be created interpreted around 4'3" within the Touhou fan community. I can't play this! Because Right Scale owns it. No. I like the song. Dun, 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 dun. So after all that song and dance, 4'3" is what we got. So Mimi is the same size as Marissa. Lengthwise. I assume that, does that sound correct to everybody else? Anyone want to fight this battle? Yes? No? Maybe so? Marissa's height. Here you go, Marissa. And there you go, chat. So, we have concluded 3 games out of Okay, we have concluded 3 games. So what do we got so far? We got Turtle, 2 feet. 4'3", Marissa and Mimi. 4'9", Ellen. 4'10", Ellie. 4'11", Rukoto. 5 foot, Reimu. 5'1", Sengoku female, Rika. Kana. 5'2", Chieri. 5'4", Yumemi. 5'5", Kotohime and Rikako. 5'6", Mima, Meira. 5'7", Sengoku male. 6'5", Sario and Kongura. 12 feet, Evil Eye Sigma. 15 feet, Yuga Magan and Moon. Kikuri. Just Moon. Took a long time. It's not my fault. You know what I had to fucking do to get this goddamn thing to, like, give me information? Alright, that's it for today. Please brush up on your Touhou lore and heights for next time. Thank you. Fly Above Hatoyama at Night Power Mix. This is a cool song. Sounds very familiar. I appreciate your engagement and feedback. If you have more toilet questions that requires in the future, feel free to reach out. I'll do my best to assist you. Thank you, and have a great day. Well, isn't that nice? The robots are taking over. Alright, chat. Well, honestly, it went better than I thought, and there's actually a few things that it spit out so far that I think are quite funny and partially believable. I like 4'3" Marissa and 5 foot Reimu. But the thing is, when I think of Reimu, chat, thank you, Bigu, for the resub. When I think about Reimu, the first image that comes to my mind is her sitting on the menu in EOSD. And when I think of that Reimu, 5 foot makes perfect sense to me. That's the Reimu I think of, and it's like, yep, that's 5 foot. There's no way that creature is any taller than that. That's a me problem, of course. So next time, chat, we're gonna go through Touhou 4, Touhou 5, and if we're lucky, Touhou 6. Now remember, once we get to Touhou 6, there's actually gonna be information on the characters within ChatGPT. So maybe we'll have better luck with it. Also, we already know Chirno. I forgot, we already have Chirno. Three foot 5 inches. We already established Chirno. Let's get her in there right now. So yeah, thank you for watching, chat. Hope you enjoyed. We'll do more of this in the future. This is very silly. Obviously, it's not meant to be taken seriously. We're just fucking around with AI to see what it spits out. But it is fascinating, and sometimes it spits out an answer that is like, you know, I can get behind that. So yeah. Can't wait for the next one.